today we're talking about all of those actives that we all like to use for exfoliation or anti-aging or cell turnover. We are talking about AHAs, BHAs, and what we newly have now is PHAs. I'm not sure whether it's as new, but I feel like it's coming more into the market. So I'm going to talk a little bit about each of them so that you guys know whether you actually need each of them or what works for your skin type. So I'm starting with AHAs. So now to start off with AHAs, here I have a glycolic acid serum. So AHAs are basically derived from fruit or milk sugars, like for example lactic acid, which is an AHA which is derived from milk, or glycolic acid, which is derived from sugarcane, are great AHAs. So now AHAs are generally water soluble and they help with reducing sun damage, they help to treat fine lines and wrinkles, they help with cell turnover. So if those are the things that you're looking for, then something like an AHA is what you want to incorporate into your skincare routine. So now I'm just going to show you how this AHA serum works. This is a glycolic acid. This is a 10% glycolic acid. So now remember that you also want to be very careful about how you're using your AHAs. There is a 2%, 5%, 10%. You always start small and then build up. It's always important. What I love about this particular one is that it's very watery. You saw it just literally drips down, and I like to rub it a little bit and then pat it in because it's so thin in texture. So if you're looking for a glycolic acid in particular, this is how it will look. Something which has lactic acid, but it might be a bit more milky because it is derived from milk, so the texture would be a little bit thick. Just remember to try out and use what works for you best. And now we're talking about BHAs, which are beta hydroxy acids, and this is mainly represented by just salicylic acid. So this, as compared to AHAs, is oil soluble, which means it allows for penetration into those oily skin issues, like it allows to penetrate into your pores and clear out all of that debris or dirt, or it helps with whiteheads, blackheads. They're best suited for oily or acne prone skin. So if that is not something you want to target, then BHAs are not for you. But if you do have oily or acne prone skin, you have certain areas where you feel like you need extra deep cleansing, then you use a BHA. And like I said, it's mainly only salicylic acid and it's oil soluble. So what I like to do is, because I don't have generally too much of an acne prone skin, I have areas which are more oily, and I like to use this salicylic acid serum. This one has salicylic and zinc, and also aloe vera to help with a little bit of soothing. So I like to use this as a spot treatment when I get those outbursts of acne or pimples, or only along my T-zone sometimes when I'm feeling like my skin is a bit bumpy. So if you want to use salicylic acid, you could also use it as a spot treatment. It's not necessarily for all over your face if you don't have acne prone skin. And now I'm just going to show you the texture of this salicylic acid serum that I have. It's quite light. It's a bit jelly-y. It's not fully watery. It is, like I said, oil soluble. So it's a bit thicker, but it's not too heavy. And it spreads very, very easily. So yeah, this is the salicylic acid serum. And now we're talking about polyhydroxy acids, which I feel like is a lesser known term. So these are called PHAs. Now this one is suitable for sensitive skin or something that you want that is gentler. So what I have with me is actually not a pure PHA serum because I don't necessarily use it. You could go and try that out if that is your skin type. If you have sensitive, dry or irritated skin types, then a PHA is what you should be trying to go for. So PHAs are generally help with gentle exfoliation, which makes it good or easy to use even for sensitive skin types. They also have hydrating properties, so it helps to maintain your skin's natural moisture barrier. So this is something if you are very new to actives, if you have sensitive skin or dry or irritated skin, then you want to start with PHAs and then you can always build up to the AHAs or BHAs depending on your skin type. But this is a great way to introduce actives to your skin and to use for sensitive skin. And now just remember, all of these actives have their pros and cons. Like for example, AHAs are great for brightening, but they could be too harsh depending on how much you're using or the percentage. BHAs are great for exfoliating and clearing out your pores, but they can be drying because it's better for oily or acne-prone skin. And PHAs, for example, are great that they're gentle and they have hydrating properties, but the reason is that there's a con is it might take longer to see results because they're more gentler. So I prefer to use mostly AHAs because that suits my skin type and I like seeing results a bit quickly. And luckily, I'm not too overly sensitive. Like I said, I use the BHAs only for spot treatment. So that's my preference, but you obviously need to figure out which one works for you. Hope this content helped you with picking the right skincare products for your skin when it comes to actives. And I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.